Hey everyone, have a here been a video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be doing our full breakdown and some fun little team builds for the LR Carnival Evolution Vegeta. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So yeah, we're going to be breaking down good old Blue Eyes Vegeta here. That's what I'm calling him. He is looking good, right? So I love the card art in everything that they have. At the SSR looks incredible, the TUR looks great, love the aura, love the look, and of course, man, when they showed the LR card art with MUI Goku in the background, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be it. So the question is, did it disappoint in terms of what the unit is actually going to be? Well, let's go ahead and dive into the stats here. First and foremost, the HP attack and defense is solid, right? 22,000 in HP, over 20,000 in attack, and almost 15,000 in defense. 14,788, very, very solid. It's on a ton of categories, and this is what we want to see. You know, we have close to 100 categories now in Dokkan, and units that are like 4, 5, 6 is just not good enough because the value isn't there. But you know, you're looking at quite a bit of categories. I didn't even count them. That's a lot. And we are actually going to go through a few of these in terms of team builds as well. So normally I don't do that, but we'll talk about his leader skill, or Vegeta's leader skill, in a bit. So Link skills solid for what his unit is. Prodigies, warrior lineage, godly power, prepare for battle, tournament power, fierce battle, and legendary power. Let's go ahead and dive into the unit of itself. So everything, I think it's solid. It's a great, fantastic unit. The only problem I had with this was this is another Universal Survivor Saga leader. Yes, it's at 220%, so this is now the new meta in terms of Carnival units at 220%. But did we need another Universal Survivor Saga leader? We have Jiren that just recently came out. For Global, it just recently came out. Of course, we have Tech UI Goku. And now we have this unit here. I'm fine with it, but I would have liked to see something different so we can build different teams, right? So the team build portion of this isn't all that special or unique because, you know, we already know what to run in Universal Survivor Saga. That's the reason why I'm going to be looking at some other categories as well. So super attack here raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to enemy, and then ultra super attack is greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to enemy. You do have the unit super attack when you are with a Goku, and that's going to give you a greatly raises attack. So you're going to stack your attack there, and then greatly raises defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to enemy. Which I'm happy that they're providing some sort of boost if you're going to be bringing a Goku attacking in the same turn. So passive skill here. I am going to beat you my way. That is right. That's the reason why I call him Old Blue Eyes. And so the passive skill is important because you do want to bring another Universal Survivor Saga ally on the team. And if you don't have another Universal Survivor Saga on the team, you're not going to get this massive boost of 60% to attack and damage reduction 30% for 6 turns. So very important for you to make sure when you're building your teams, you do have one of these guys. You know, it's not asking too much, but as long as they're on there, this unit becomes, in a sense, usable. So basic effects here. Attack and defense 200%, randomly changes key spheres of certain type from besides STR to rainbow key sphere. So a rainbow orb changing is always welcomed. So that's a nice little boost there. Now for every attack performed, you're also going to get additional ki, and that's infinite. So the more attacks, which you're going to be doing a lot of attacks here, it's just gonna be very easy to get to 18 ki, you know, after like a couple turns. So this is, yeah, definitely more of a builder type unit. It's not like, you know, turn 1 he's invincible, but he's gonna get very, very powerful. So so for every attack performed, you also get defense 40% up to 200%. So technically, even 1 turn, with the amount of additional attacks you can after 1 turn, you should have this maxed out at 200%. Then you're going to have a damage reduction rate of 7% within the turn. Unfortunately, you know, there's not some additional boosts like guard, you know, before being attacked, things of that nature. So it's not really a slot 1 unit. So again, that's also a disappointing thing for me. Not just kind of the leader skill, but not being a first position unit basically removes the other evolution Vegeta as a option on this team, right? On his team. So it's a shame. For every 2 keys, so this is the dynamic that makes this unit incredible, and that's for every 2 key sphere obtained, launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of coming a super attack up to 5 times within a turn. So for every 2 key spheres, and generally I would say you're going to get 8 key spheres. With the rainbow orb changing, 8 key spheres is a solid possibility. So if you're going to get 8, right, you're going to get an additional 4 attacks with a 30% chance. I wish it was a high chance here at 50% chance of becoming a super attack. But if you can get 8, you're going to do your normal attack and then 8 other additional attacks, so you're going to max out in 1 turn. But generally after 2 turns, you're going to be maxed out here. And again, if you ended up getting, damage reduction for every attack performed. So if you're going to do 4 additional attacks, or really 5 attacks total, right? That's going to be over 30% there. So you're going to be nicely buffed in damage reduction. So on top of that, after a character performs 6 or more super attacks in a battle, your damage reduction rate is increased by 30%. Now you got to make sure that you're going to do enough super attacks after the 6 turns or before the 6 turns is up, because this drops off and this is what's going to replace it. So just got to keep in mind on that. So and after the character performs 7 or more super attacks, you perform crits from then on out. So very strong, especially if you're going to have it with a Goku unit that just does crazy amount of damage. And that's really what you're designing this unit to be, is just crazy amount of damage, and just got to make sure the damage reduction is up during that time where this entrance animation drops off. So solid overall unit. Let's go ahead and start looking at the teams. Don't have to really break too much down with this unit here. Not much to it. So let's start with its own team, right? Universal Survivor Saga category key +4, 220%. You're not gonna have to worry about bringing another Universal Survivor Saga on his team, because everybody is on Universal Survivor Saga. So again, this is going to be in 2nd position. You're not going to be able to use the Easy Aid int Vegeta there. I was kind of having a little here at the bottom here going, hey, look at me, I used to be amazing, but now I have this unit, kind of the upgraded unit, be the substitute. Now again, you don't have to bring in support units. I do have Margarita here as a support. You definitely don't have to bring them. You're probably better off not bringing a support unit in the Universal Survival Saga. There's not that many good ones. So ultimately, you're just all linking up with each other anyway, and it's going to be ultimately very, very strong. So you could have, Team Universe 7 there in the support spot, while your main rotations are all representative of Universe 7, or just run a full representatives of Universe 7 team here, and that's of course always optional. This is a very, very strong team. Now with the additional damage production it provides from the evolution Vegeta, old Blue Eyes here, he is just crushing events right now, and yeah, just it's an upgrade for the team overall. But again, it would have been nice just to have a different category added on here. So, but anyway, let's talk about other categories, because again, there's not much to it when in terms of Universal Survivor Saga, especially Carnival units. There's not much variation and different things that you can do. But I wanted to talk about different category teams that you can run, and I just want to highlight a few of them that kind of jumped out. Of course, the new Earth Protecting Heroes, Fuse Fighters, Pure Saiyans, LR Tag Jito. He's, of course, you want to run him maybe as a floater or even possibly 2nd position main rotation. But remember, you do have to bring another Universal Survivor Saga unit on the team. I think I did a video on the LR Super Vegito here, and I did a team very, very similar to this, but I did not have a Universal Survivor Saga, so that was a mistake on my end. So sometimes forget about that requirement to make him shine, to make sure that he has enough damage reduction. So, and the attack boost as well. Another team, of course, that is without a doubt you want to run this unit on here is going to be Superheroes, right? So Superheroes, Bottom Master Disciple, Miraculous Awakening. He is only going to be running at 170% on this team, but in reality, it's still going to be a very, very strong overall team. You have MUI Goku, Tech UI Goku, you have Beerus, you know, semi-supporting. But of course, you can also have Beerus on the main rotation as well. So Superheroes gets a nice little upgrade there as well. And then, of course, the Universal Cyber Saga Realm of Gods and Trust the Will. That's kind of where I wanted the Vegeta to be, is Realm of Gods, so that you can kind of have a little bit of different variation. But this team also got upgraded as well with that unit. Again, you can run them on main rotation. You can even have as a floater. You're going to be fine because Tech UI Goku is always going to be on this team leading it. And yeah, it's basically this unit is just an upgrade of the other evolution Vegeta. So the final two, you might not be running these teams quite often because it's not the top tier teams, but Vegeta's Family Super Saiyans with Big Bang Vegeta here. This is a team you can actually run both Int, EZA, Evolution Vegeta, and the Old Blue Eyes Vegeta here. Because you're going to run them in separate main rotations, right? So this does work out. And the other Evolution Vegeta is going to count for the Universal Survival Saga unit on there. If you don't have them, you're going to have to add someone else in that spot. But, again, a little slight upgrade to this, especially when the buffs for like Super Saiyan 4, the temporary buffs for the 10-year anniversaries, they were dropped off of all those other LRs. You need another strong unit here on this team. So, and then finally, a lot of people are asking me about this team here, and I was like, okay, it is in a sense viable. It's just that LR Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku is locked into that first position, and then once he goes Super Saiyan Full Power, he's gonna be okay. The rest of the team is absolutely amazing, right? The rest of the team has gotten better and better and better. Whereas Goku is like, oh, okay, locked in first position, and that first position is becoming harder and harder to make sure that you don't die. That's the biggest issue with this team here, right? Is that Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku isn't really movable really anywhere else. So, but again, look at the rest of the team here, very strong. Oh, I need to put a down arrow on Jiren. Let me go grab a down arrow really quickly. Yeah, put a down arrow on Jiren. He is nor a pure Saiyans or hybrid Saiyans, but everyone else is. Of course, we have the new Super Saiyan 4 Goku on here, so you'll probably see this team again on the full breakdown of the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Yeah, is this viable? Sure. Is this a top 10 team? I don't think so. There's so many good teams, and that limitation for Full Power Super Saiyan 4 is problematic. So anyway, so those are kind of the highlights there. There's of course other teams that you're able to just put them on, but those are just the ones that I just wanted to highlight. I think when Power Beyond Super Saiyan, when the LR Gods come out and get EZA'd, that team's going to be very, very interesting at 180, 180%, going to be one of the better teams out there. At 180%, it's going to definitely rival the current 180% king of the Tech Gogeta. Yeah, so there you have it, boys and girls. That's the full breakdown and some fun little team builds. If you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.